So in this video, I'm going to show you how to edit your front page. Edit a page, but we're going to work on your front page. So what you do is every time you log in, you'll be presented with your dashboard. You're going to come over to Pages and click on All Pages. Now, if you look here, we've got all of these pages here. Okay, so now we're going to go down and try to find your front page. So we'll have to go to page 2. If we scroll down, the mortgage mentors. Now the reason how we know it's the front page is because it says front page, because with WordPress under settings and reading, we've told WordPress that this page that we built is the dedicated front page for your website. So now there are multiple ways that we can access the Elementor widget the Elementor page builder to edit your front page. So I'm just going to show you quickly. So the way I normally do it is that I just come in, hover over, and click on Edit with Elementor and open it in a new tab. So while that loads, there's another way. You can click on Edit here. Okay, and then you'll be presented with the page with a big blue button in the middle here that says Edit with Elementor. And if you click on that, it will open up this page builder. Now this page builder depends on your, it loads as quick as your internet speed is. So as you can see, it's loaded there. So now, as you can see here, if I click here, it's a drag and drop page builder, which is lovely. So we've got different rows. So if we click on this button on the bottom left here, it says Navigator. These are our sections, 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. If I click on the bottom section, it will go automatically to our services page here, service section, sorry. If I click there and click on column, it would actually show us. So if I want to go to the header, it will select our services header. If I want to go to the inner section, which is these here, click there, then I've got 3 columns. So if I click here, you see it's selected residential mortgages, specialist mortgages, and then if I click again, buy to let mortgages. Or if I want to select the button, I can click on the button, or I can just click here and just click on the widgets. Okay, so that's how you use the Navigator, but let's work section by section. So let's go and edit this background. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on these 6 little dots here. Now this here is your row, your settings for your row. So we can make it full width. You see now your row is changing these sections here. Okay, just like that. Right, now do not worry, I am not going to save any of these settings. Right, so we'll just load the page again, and everything that we've done in this video will just be refreshed to the original state of that we found it. So we've got the min height, we've got it at 82. We can change that if we want by sitting there. If we click here, we can go fit to screen. It'll fit to the screen. Alright, let's just put this back to 82. Okay, we've got the column position middle. We can put it to the top, put it to the bottom. We can stretch it, or we just had it in the middle, so it's just like that. Okay, if we go to the style function here, now you see here's your image here. So if we just click on this image, brings up this. So let's just put this image in here, just like that. As you can see, it's changed it. Okay, now let's say, oh no, I didn't want to do that. If we come down to the bottom, we go history, section edited, so image edited. So we just do this one, click on this button here. There you go, it's back to where it was. And then we would just click update. Now we've just gone back from having that image that is a nice image but looked ugly in that position to the image we originally had. So that's quite nice. That's quite a nice feature. But if you wanted to upload a new one, you would click on the row and then select the image, and then just click upload files, and then select your files just like that. Okay, so that's how you'd edit your background image. If you see here, I've got a little pink column section and a column section here. So if I click on it again, I've got the same settings for the column as the row, similar settings to the row, sorry. If we click on the mortgage mentors and we click on the little icon here, this is our editing our header section. So I've made it a header 1 to let Google know that it's an important paragraph or section to index, or I can change it here. Doesn't change the style of it, doesn't change the height of it, just changes the HTML tags. We can center it just like this, we can align it, or we can justify it just like that. Push it to the left again. If you click here and click on this text box here, as you can see, we've got some Microsoft Word looking functions, which is great. The one thing I would like to say to you, if you want to do this, now let's say we want to make this bold. You can click here and you can select there, that's not a problem. But please do not align the text this way. So don't select here and then click these buttons here. The reason why is because if we go to the text side, see we've got it to have some coding in there. Right? If you make it align it like this, okay, it will add coding in there. So when we go to the style section and we want to align it here like this, okay, it won't override that code. So you'll be clicking these buttons and nothing will actually happen. So if you're wanting to align any of your text in any sections you want to use or in your website, just use under the style function. If you wanted to change the color, you can change the color just like this, look. If you wanted to change the typography, you'd click there, there's your font, just like there, there's your size. Okay. Here's your weight, let's make it black, just like that. Let's make it semi-bold, as you can see. So here's how you would change the style of your writing. Okay, style, we can go whatever we want. Okay, so we can do a line height, if you want it like this, letter spacing, word spacing. Okay. So that's how you'd edit. Now the beauty of Elementor is that when you edit this heading widget, it's the same as editing, if we scroll down, this one here. If you can look here, it says our services. Now I'm going to scroll to the top and I'm going to click on, nothing changes besides some little settings down here and the wording. So once you get the hang of editing the header widget, it's the same for every other page and every other widget like that on the current page you're working on. So if we were to come to the right hand side here and click on this column, click on style, you can see there's the blue and we've got it transformation just like this. Okay, just want to put that to 99 again, so it's the same color. Okay, and then if you click here again, it's the heading widget at the top here. But again, it's heading 2, want to chat, we can align it like this. Go to style, there's the font color, same thing as the others. Here if we click on the form, this is your form. So now let's say you want to add a address in there. Well, you just click add item, select the type, and here it is here. You can go select item will go test 1 and then test 2. And then the way I like to do it is choose item. Just like that, and then you get to choose your item. Now let's say you want to move that, you just close it like this and you just move it up just like that. And if you said you want to make that a little bit, how do we say it, well, width, sorry, that's it, you want to make it smaller, you can just make it smaller just like that. So if we're to go like this, watch, 33, put the top one as 33, and then go to phone and add it on 33. Now you'll see that you've got functions. Now you're going to go, why is that in a different height? If we go to these, compare it, go to the name, you see it's got a label in. So now if we go to the item here, it's got no label, so we're going to go just make this one select. There you go, the label is actually hidden, okay, just for the style purposes. But now we've added a label in there, and can you see now all of a sudden it's in the same height. Okay, so that's how you'd edit your contact form on your front page. I'm just going to put it back to the way it was, just like that. Just like that. Okay, and that's how you'd edit. If you want to change some of the styles, you'd click on style here. You've got the button style, there it is there. You've got a hover function. I just made it grow. There's the animations here, so we can go pulse, just like that. We can go pop. See, just like that. I normally like it on grow, because then the people move away, they can see that they've selected it. If you want to change the field, you can change everything here, the text color, the form, column gap, row gap, see, just like that. Okay, put those back to where they were. Alright, if we go down to the second section here, you see again, the row is the same thing. We've just, see, just like that. Okay, these sections here is a column. The columns are exact same settings, it's just what you put into it. This one here is a column, as you can see, just like that. If we come here, we've got an image widget. Same thing. Image widget, we click on the image. We can use one of these images here that we've already uploaded, or we could upload an image from our laptop. Okay, in this section here we've got expert guidance. So now this is an icon box. There is your tick that we've got. There is your title. As you can see, it appears here. This is the description down the bottom here. This is the link if we wanted to link this to another page. This is our positioning. So as you can see, we can put the arrow on top there. We'll put it on the left just to make it line up. And if we go to the style, the icon, we can change the icon. So let's make it change red. Hover over, see it changes to red. Okay. We can go hover icon grow, just like this. We can bounce in, just like that. So there is some personalization that you can do here. Remember, more animations, there is more coding, longer the site takes to load. So I just chose it to be static so that it loads quicker. Content, if you click on content, here's your title. As you can see, it's changing color. If we go down here, we've got the description, which is with access to comprehensive range. Just do that. Okay, so that is how you'd edit this section. Now the beauty of it is that this section is exactly the same as the other one. So let's just do something. For tutorial wise, let's change the description of the color. Let's just make it dark black, right? And we'll click here and we'll make it a little bit heavier, just so it sits out just like that. Now we want to do the same thing on the other widgets here, but we don't want to go through all the settings. Fine, no worries. You just right click and go copy. Where it says by your side section, right click and go paste style. As you can see, the text has changed. So now we're going to put it back. So under no upfront fees, copy, right click on this section, paste style. As you can see, it goes back. Okay, so that's the beauty. Now when you paste a style, if you change the heading font and the color of the color of the tick, then yes, it will change. Also, one thing to bear in mind is that if you've got a tick and the bottom one you've made a man, like an icon, let's make it a bike, for example. If we paste the style here, it will also paste the bike. Okay, on these, so it will change the icons. So work on the style, then go change the icons. If we scroll down here, this is basically just a row, a single row with one column, where this has got two columns. We scroll here and then you're going to click on this column again, same functions. Click on here. This is a title widget that we've just put in, so you can type your text in there and go to style, set it there. If we go to the row again, we're going to edit the row again, the same settings. I'm going to go to settings, style, and then choose the image. Now this image is a bit different to this image. This image at the top here has no overlay. This one does, because if we had to take the overlay off, which is down here, background overlay, if we had to take that off, you can barely see the writing. So that's why we've made it so you can see the image clearly, but also see the writing on the row. And that's how you do that. If you want to change the color of the row, so that you see the color of the overlay, there you go, just like that. I normally like my overlays as black, because they stand out a bit better. If we come down here, this is our service section. Now this is the last section on the front page. So same thing applies. Click icon. Here's your row settings. Click on this section here. It's a column. There's your edit heading widget. This one here is a little bit different. So if we click on a column, there's a column on each one. Okay, we come to the style. It's exactly the same as the other column, but this is what makes it different. See, this is an edit image box. So there is the image we've used. Now what we've done is we've used the same image sizing on all of it, which is 1024 pixels by 1024, so it's a perfect square. But if we go to style underneath here, we've changed the settings here. So we've got border radius 34. We can make it sharp, we can make it there, we can make it round. It's entirely what you like. Okay, we've got it hover, so as you can see it grows, pulse grow, got that option. So again, you can customize it the way you like. If you click on the column here, go back here, wrap there. Now this wrapper link here, okay, is where we put the link into the residential mortgage page. So now by doing that, it has made all of this on the front end at the user seat, it has made all of this section linkable to that page. If you don't put that link in there, you then have to go here and put the link in there and then put the link in here, in there again. So the downside of doing it like that is that it's just quicker to put it in the column, in truth. There's no question about it, because then if you add other sections, which we're going to get to now, adding other sections to this residential mortgage section on the front page, you don't have to worry about adding that link to that section again. It will just take it under the column link. Alright, this is exactly the same. Click here, there's the link. If we click on the image box, there's your image. Again, same thing, just upload it or choose from the library, put your rights in there, put your description there if you need to. You can position it just like this. It's entirely up to you. Style, same thing. Same thing applies for this section here. So once you've done one on this section, once you've done the one section, it falls, same thing applies to the other sections. If we come to the button here, click on the button. This is plain and simple. You just put your title text in there that you want to appear on the button. So we'll cut this and go hello there. As you can see, it appears. And then you put the link to the other pages that you want it to go to, services page. Okay, and that's it. So now this is how you're going to edit your front page. But now let's say you want to add to your front page. So let's use this example that you've just loaded up Elementor. You're going to scroll down here and you're going to click on plus. Okay, you can go, let's go to columns. There we go, we've got our 2 columns. Then we're going to click this little Rubik's cube at the top here, and we've got all these widgets that we can use. Now in the first video we installed a team member widget, which as you can see, carousel. There you go here. If you remember the image, if you can't remember the image, you can watch it again on the first video. But this is the one that we chose. If we click here, now this will give you settings on where to go. If you click on, we go down to items down here. This is everything that we saw. And there you go here. So we go on Tiffany. There's Tiffany, there's a web creator. Scroll down, there's the image. Let's just put another image in there just so you can see something changing. And we'll go to media library. And we'll just choose, choose this lady here. And when it loads, it will load. There she is there. So now let's actually, just for tutorial purposes, let's make it 3. And then let's delete this column here. Okay, so there we go. There you've got your 3 testimonials. So let's click here, go back to items, go back to Tiffany, scroll down, there she is there. That is her button link to take if she had a page. This is a link 1, 2, 3. There's a company logo. Okay. So that is how you'd add a section. Now, but adding it is great, because if you want to add a video, you click video, drag it in there. So there's all of these widgets that you can go to explore. You could even use Google Maps. And you see it's got London there. Ready, and then you just type in, so let's just type in St. Neots. And there you go, St. Neots UK. Picked it up. There's Eton-Sokern, Buckton, Kimbolton. So there you go. You just have to type in your street address. So let's do 22 Drake Road. Because now we're going to go to your office. There you go. It's picked up that place there. So let's just go back to Eaton Soken. And there we go. It's picked up. So the first one picked up Australia, the second one picked up that address. So if you just fill out the address more, it will automatically pick it up for you. Alright. So let's just delete that. Again, just right click delete, or you could just delete the row. Okay, so that is how you'd add a widget, which as you can see is very, very simple. Depends what you want to add. And that is how you edit your front page. Right, so now what I'm going to do is, just to continue this video, I'm going to click here and go exit. Okay, it might want me to update, so I'm just going to click the cross at the top and go leave. Okay, because we had the other tab open. And we're going to go back to all pages, and I'm quickly just going to show you how to edit one of your other pages. So let's just use this first time landlord. So we'll right click and edit an Elementor. And again, first time landlords, again it's the same as the front page, but if you scroll down, this is the section here. Again, as you can see, it's just edit image. There it is there. And there is your description that you can use. If you wanted to split the description up into 3 columns or 2 columns, for example, just like that, you can, or you just go 1 column and you just stick it onto default. Right, and now every other page is very similar to that, and as you can see, the widgets for Elementor are all the same, the page layout is the same. So once you get used to the front page, editing the other pages are going to be very, very simple. Alright, that is how you'd edit your pages within Elementor.